And now it's time for Silly Songs with Elves, the part of the show where Iricorn comes out and sings a silly song for elves.
I asked my baby elf, a couple questions about myself. If I was handsome, if I was nice, I was looking for her advice. She looked at me and shook her head, and this is what she said. She yelled so loud, she hurt my ears. My eyes are welled up, all full of tears. But I don't mind none, 'cause she's my elf. My elf, baby, elf. When I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my elf. I keep her picture upon my shelf. I'm always dreaming about my elf. I won't forget the way that she says those words to me. Don't know exactly what she said, just know it kinda hurts my head. I'll take an aspirin, 'cause she's my elf. My elf, baby.
Hold on a minute!
What are you doing? Ouch! Hey!
I knew it!
What?
You should be ashamed of yourself! You're no elf! You're an elvish impersonator! You second me, deceitful one!
Oh, right. Like you're a real elf. Give the guard a bow and arrow and he's a real elf.
This has been Silly Songs for Elves.
Behold, Legolam! Have at thee! My bow shall sing with your puppeteer!
Don't you point that thing at me. Help!
My life has been a series of adventures, a string of journeys, quests, and curious trips. I've done all right, you see, gathering riches just for me, all to bring the cup of joy up to my lips. I grabbed a little more of this and a little more of that. I wanted to be happy, but instead it left me flat. Share with me the secret if you can, the key to be a truly happy man. I didn't mean to interrupt your feasting or bore you with my silly little speech. So dig right in, my friends, before the celebration ends and the plate of pleasure passes out of reach. And have a little more of this and a little more of that. Hope it makes you happy, but it only makes you fat. And now it's time to bid you all adieu, but not before a present just for you.
To have a gift is a wonderful thing. Your spirits will lift and your heart will sing. Though some might use it to live like a king, I finally know what it's for.
At last, your gift makes you feel like a king when you see all the good and the help it can bring.
And joy will bloom like the flowers in spring.
When you finally know what it's for.
Yes, that's what it's there for.
So let's say a prayer for
The wonderful blessings in store.
remember why he gave the gift. It's to give that gift away. It's about love. It's why we give our gifts away. It's about love. You see things begin to change. It's about love. It always brings a brighter day. It's about love. You see things begin to change when we give our gifts away. Yeah.
Actually, we'd prefer it if you'd call us by our names in the show.
You have my sword!
Careful, Larry. I mean, Iricorn.
Right.
Thanks for having us today. Yeah, my Uncle Billboy gives me a special gift.
It's a bean.
A powerful bean. And I have to learn how I'm supposed to use it.
And you know, I think we all have gifts. And sometimes, we want to use them all for ourselves.
Well, we started out in Flobbiton, but then had to climb the mountain of Much Snowier.
Where I got to use my new parka.
Then there were talking trees and huge gates in the land of woe.
Whoa.
Right. Oh, yeah. We sure did. Randolph and Legolam, the whole fellowship.
The Fellowship of the Bean. Yeah, you know, I felt it was an important influence to the song.
You got to wear that really cool sparkly vest, too.
The song is called My Baby Elf, and I got to do my best elfish impersonation.
Elvish?
Yeah, you know, silly songs with Elves. Oh, yeah, she was great. Man, can she sing. You know, and I offered to play the tuba, but they didn't think it worked with the song. The song turned out great anyway, and I had a great time working on it with her.
Sporks.
Flobbits.
Scary Man.
Cookies.
You're just gonna love it.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Goodbye.
See you later.
With VeggieTales, a lot of times what we'll do is create a parody with a lesson. And Lord of the Beans, the lesson is about using your gifts. So it was equally important, or more so, to actually have the main character learn something. I think each of us has their own special talent and ability. And rather than using that ability to help ourselves, to make ourselves rich or to make ourselves famous, what God wants for each of us is to use that ability to help somebody else.
I think it's really important for us to help our kids learn what their gifts are for, how God intends us to use our gifts. And I can't wait, because kids get so many messages from our culture about how you use your gifts. Every cover of every magazine that screams to them when you try to get them through the checkout line, it's just screaming selfish ambition and vain conceit is what will make you happy. So what I wanted to do here was try to craft a story that could make selflessness appealing, which is tricky. It's easier if you show the consequences of being selfish, if you show people being selfish and not getting what they want. But then we show Junior, who actually sees the good that his gift can do for other people when he uses it the way God intended it, and he's filled with joy.
We're very diligent to try to go no more than 10 sets for any given show. You know, in Lord of the Beans, when I first read that script, I counted like 19 sets. We came up with some solutions by combining a bunch of sets. We reused a lot of sets in this show from other shows. For instance, we reused the mountaintop set that was used in Minnesota Cuke. It's just kind of like having a backlot. I mean, movies do that all the time. All the major studios have backlots, and after they use props and sets and things for shows, they store them and bring them out and dust them off and use them again. We do the same thing.
Coming out of Minnesota Cuke, we had all this exciting music and a lot of action and adventure, and I had this preconceived notion that I would be writing a lot of kind of dry, slow music, moody music. And what I found out as I was working through the show was that there was so much emotion in this story and so much depth to it, and the music really carried a lot of that. And the more I was writing, the more I was getting wrapped up into it and really enjoying what I was doing.
He's under this delusion that, he's got this, his baby elf that feels about him the same way that he feels about her, and it's just not true.
We wanted to do sort of vintage Elvis, the earlier works that kind of had that rockabilly feel.
And when I heard that, I just kind of, I was singing along with it, and then I heard that little thing, and then I just started vamping along with that.
On my way to the studio today, I was thinking about what can I possibly say as a believer, as a mother, as a singer, that basically says how I feel about this product. I believe very strongly that so much of music today, the lyrics are getting kind of out there. The most important thing are giving our kids the positive influence to counterbalance the negative. But if we do it in a way that's entertaining to the children, that is hip to them, that they'll actually like and listen to, and they might even learn something.
Randolph, you're late.
Billboy Baggy Pants, there are many powerful beans in the world. None of them should be used lightly.
To Toto, my nephew. I'm giving everything to him.
What about the bean?
Yes, the bean too. What I'm looking for, I don't think it can give me.
Why would I want a bean?
Put it in the fire, Toto.
Huh?
Put it in the fire! The one true bean carries an inscription revealed by fire alone. Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them. Oh, they aren't vegetable at all. Unnatural creatures forged by Scary Man himself. Half spoon, half fork.
You mean...
Sporks.
I've been given a gift, and I want to know what it's for.
I give you the Fellowship of the Bean!
Man, if I had a gift like that, I'd be using that thing to get rich after I made a few burritos. The only one who'd fit through that door is you, Toto. Maybe you could swap it for another gift. A gift exchange.
That's one brave flobbit.
My precious!
A life of ease right in the palm of my hand. Randolph, the Sporks.
For Toto and the Bean!
Nothing tastes better than a cookie baked in a tree.
Like cookie?
Not so fast, scary guy.
So what would you like to do with your gift?
I want to fix this land!
With the gift of a single bean, Toto Baggy Pants begins an epic quest as a band of strangers unites.
I give you the Fellowship of the Bean!
It's VeggieTales, Lord of the Beans.
We have one chance to get this right.
In a quest for truth and purpose.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
Lord of the Beans, from the studios of Big Idea, including a hilarious new silly song.
When I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my elf.
And a special musical appearance by Winona. Look for Lord of the Beans on DVD or VHS November 2005. With the gift of a single bean, Toto Baggy Pants begins an epic quest as a band of strangers unites.
I give you the Fellowship of the Bean!
It's VeggieTales, Lord of the Beans.
We have one chance to get this right.
In a quest for truth and purpose.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
Lord of the Beans, from the studios of Big Idea, including a hilarious new silly song.
When I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my elf.
And a special musical appearance by Winona.
It's about love. It's why we give our gifts.
Look for Lord of the Beans on DVD or VHS November 2005. With the gift of a single bean, Toto Baggy Pants begins an epic quest as a band of strangers unites.
I give you the Fellowship of the Bean!
It's VeggieTales' Lord of the Beans.
We have one chance to get this right.
In a quest for truth and purpose.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
Lord of the Beans, from the studios of Big Idea, including a hilarious new silly song.
When I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my elf.
And a special musical appearance by Winona.
It's about love. It's why we give our gifts away.
Look for Lord of the Beans on DVD or VHS November 2005. VeggieTales, Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun.
So what would you like to do with your gift?
With the gift of a single bean, Toto Baggy Pants begins an epic quest as a band of strangers unites. It's VeggieTales' Lord of the Beans, in a quest for truth and purpose.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
Lord of the Beans, from the studios of Big Idea, including a hilarious new silly song.
When I go walking all by myself,
On DVD or VHS November 2005. With the gift of a single bean, Toto Baggy Pants begins an epic quest as a band of strangers unites. It's VeggieTales' Lord of the Beans, in a quest for truth and purpose.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
Lord of the Beans, from the studios of Big Idea, including a hilarious new silly song.
when I go walking all by myself,
Look for Lord of the Beans on DVD or VHS November 2005. The ultimate quest for the ultimate bean. You're invited to a VeggieTales spectacular. Be the first to see the newest VeggieTales video, Lord of the Beans. With the gift of a single bean, Toto Baggy Pants begins an epic quest as a band of strangers unites. It's VeggieTales' Lord of the Beans, in a quest for truth and purpose.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
Lord of the Beans, from the studios of Big Idea, including a hilarious new silly song.
when I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my elf.
Big Idea presents the Lord of the Beans VeggieTales Spectacular.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
When I go walking all by myself,